Hello, my name is Leonardo Linares and I'm here to show you some tips how to get high quality day-old chicks. As you know, there are several factors affecting the chick quality, for example, incubation conditions, breeder age, affecting egg size and egg weight, shell quality, egg storage, hatch window, and collection time. And you can do these visual aspects of the quality of the chick at the hatchling and also the farm, like checking for the behaving of the chick, and also some physical aspects. For example, you can check the navel and check on the legs, and then evaluate if you have the navel is being closed and the legs very well hydrated. So, and then you can do a quick evaluation, a quick assessment of the chick quality. And also, there is ways that you can do, for example, evaluation the microbiological aspects, like checking that is on the yolk sac if there is any contamination on that, and also do some serological, collecting some blood, and then evaluation the titers for some of disease as listed in the slide below. But also there's effect of the breeder nutrition, and so that is if you feed enough nutrients to the breeder, so you'll be able to get a higher chick quality. And one aspect that we focus is trace minerals, because as you can see, there are several trace minerals that's being transferred from the breeder to the egg. And then you see most of those trace minerals are present in the yolk. For example, in this slide, you see that the content of the iron and zinc in the yolk is way higher than in the albumin. And then you see the same trend on the copper and the iodine. And then for the manganese, selenium, and chromium, you also see that the majority of those minerals are present in the yolk when compared to the albumin. And there is a reason for that. And as you can see here on the development of the embryo, you see the picture of the day 11 of the skeleton of the embryo. So what you see in blue are membranes and cartilages, and what you see in red are the ossified regions. And see that by day 11, there's not much ossification going on the development of the embryo. And then by day 13, you see that quickly they absorb the minerals, mostly coming from the yolk, and then you see that the absorption is quick, and then they are quickly deposited in the bones. And then you see that by almost day 20, you see that the embryo is pretty much well ossified, and so the embryo is strong enough to break the eggshell and then come out of the eggshell. Then Zinpro developed a trial to see the effect of the breeder nutrition on the quality of the progeny, where have the sulfates as the control treatment. We have about 100 ppm for zinc, 100 for manganese, and then 10 ppm of the inorganic source as the sulfate. And here to illustrate, we have the inorganic pathway, where you can see that the metals need to get like a metal ion transporter to get into the enterocyte and then pass into the blood vessels. And then the second treatment was a partial replacement with the Avelaz EMC, which is the amino acid binding to the metal. And so then there is a replacement of the zinc at 40 ppm, manganese at 40 ppm, and then copper at 7 ppm. And to illustrate, here you can see the comparison of the inorganic pathway door, and then also you see the amino acid transporter, so where the metal is attached to the amino acid, and then quickly transfer to the blood vessels without being necessary to be stored in the enterocyte. And then we have another treatment with the Avelaz EMC with 40 ppm for zinc, 40 ppm for manganese, and 7 for copper on the top of the sulfate treatment. Then we evaluate the rate of the transfer of the minerals from the breeder to the egg. And then we could see that especially zinc has a higher rate of the transfer, so that more content of the zinc in the egg, and that reflects on the bone mineralization of the embryo, as you can see from the next slides. So they're like at day 10, we evaluated so the embryo development, and the thickness of the tibia was particularly no difference between the treatments. And then neither at day 14, there was particularly no difference on treatments at that stage. However, there was like the thickness of the tibia increasing about 3 times compared to in about 4 days. And then by day 18, so that we could see the already significant difference on the thickness of the tibia, especially for the treatment with a partial replacement, and also the treatment with Avelaz EMC on the top. And then at the moment at the hatch, so we still see that difference. So that means that the thickness of the bone is giving them a higher quality of the skeleton. So we can see that feeding the breeders, so we could see some effect of the transfer the minerals to the egg, and them affecting the development of the skeleton, and them affecting hatchability, and so influencing on that on the high quality chicks. So, as more information, so you can contact them directly to me or your Zinpro representative in your area. Thank you very much.